All right, welcome to video 2 of the compensation plan training, where we're going to go into business funding team leadership override matching bonuses. Now, we've already talked about your personal commissions and your personally enrolled agents matching bonuses that you can earn on their income and what it takes to be engaged and what it takes to be amped up on video 1. Make sure you watch that because you need that to move up here to video 2, where we're going to start talking about the matching bonuses you can earn on your team's personal income. It's not on what they're spending. Some businesses have matching bonuses on what they spend that they earn on. It's not what we do. We're paying you to help people make money. So we're going to pay you a percentage of their personal income, and it's based on their personal commissions from personal customers. What is our whole drive? To serve clients. So let's get right to it. I've got a lot on the blackboard here, or whiteboard, but I'm using this page. It's page 3 of the compensation plan. Yeah, I believe it's page 3. Page 3 of the compensation plan chart. And I'm going to be going through this. It's a lot prettier on here, but I want to be able to give some examples and bring some life to this document on this training. So let's get right into it. I've got in the upper left-hand corner here your personally enroll. What's on page 2? Your personally enrolled bonuses, because we're going to be talking about those. We're going to add on to those in a minute with this. But this is for what you earn on your team. Once you've qualified for these different ranks, you can start earning additional matching bonuses on your team's income, even below the people you personally enroll. So let's get right to it. First of all, you've got different ranks there. And the first one is DAC 1. That's when you have one client. And DAC 2, when you have 2 clients. And these are new original fundings, not renewals. Okay. DAC 4, when you have 4 clients plus $40,000 total funded value of your personal clients, your original clients. All right, renewals don't count in that $40,000, and so you need 4 clients with a $10,000 average. If you've got 4 clients and they only total $32,000, then you needed to get another client to become a DAC 4, right? So you need 4 plus 40 to get DAC 4. DAC area director is when you have 8. These numbers here are your personal clients you need. You've had to have gotten 8 original clients. It's all spelled out here, much prettier, but just stay with me. And you also now need monthly requirements. The monthly requirements are you need 20 group customers in your team. In your whole team, not counting yours, you need 20 group customers, and they must total $100,000 in funded value. That's only $5,000 average. So pretty much if you have 20 Bank Breezy clients even, you're going to have the number. 20 in your group. But there's a caveat. You can only have 6 max in any one leg. What does that mean? That means if this is you, and you have these 4 legs, and this leg has 10 customers, and this one has 10, and this one has 3, and this one has 3, do you have more than 20? Well, you have 10, 23, 26. But we only allow you to count 6 max per any leg. So this would really only be 6 you get to count toward this 20 group qualification. This would only be 6. This would still be 3, and this would be 3. So you'd have 6, 12, 15, 18. You wouldn't have enough yet. So you need to get these 2 up a little bit higher. If this was 4 and this was 4, then you'd have 4, 8, 14, 20. You'd be there. So you can only count 6 from any one leg. That makes, we require you build with some balance in your organization. We don't want one leg that's a superpower leg and that drive, because you get cut out of all those incomes. We're doing this so as you build width, you end up having a better, more balanced income. Doesn't go away very fast because of these bonuses. All right, if it was one leg, eventually you get cut out. All right, we don't want you to get cut out. We want you to earn and re-earn. We've been doing this a long time. We know the tendencies, and so we're going to help you earn and re-earn. It means you got to qualify for it, but once you qualify, it's pretty nice to know that it's pretty regular. Okay. The next rank is DAC RD. You need 12 original clients. You need 40 now in your group, and you can only count 12 max in any one leg. And those 40 or more clients need a total $500,000 in funded value that month. 80 group clients, $1 million funding. 160 group clients, $2 million funding. And of course, there's a max in each one of those as well. You can see it on the chart. You need 25 max per leg here, 50 max per leg there. Okay? So you can't count more than 50 in one leg toward your 160 total. So if you have 4 active legs, equally balanced, you're going to get that rank if they're all producing, of course. Now, these are your requirements to get there. There's a little number I have written in red here. Those are grace periods in case your group requirements, not your personal requirements. You need to be activated, right? The chart says here you need to be activated at all times to receive these bonuses. I'm sorry, engaged. Sorry, I like activated too. So you're actively engaged, and you're no matter what have to be engaged to get your checks. You got to be qualified. But if you're engaged and you get to this rank, but next month you only have 18 group clients, we're going to give you a 30-day grace period to get your group numbers back up. At these two ranks, you get a 30-day grace period. So we're still going to pay you as a DAC AD or DAC RD during that grace period, but we don't give you a grace for your personal engaged qualification. That you must stay engaged or you don't get your check. Okay? Last video we talked about that. But this is for your group numbers. So if you become a DAC RVP and your group falls below the 160 or the 2 million in funding, you have 90-day grace period. You've built a lot to get there. We're going to give you a 90-day grace to get that back up, where you'll still earn the DAC RVP. But if you don't get the group qualifications back up within those 90 days, then you fall down to whatever level you're qualified at. And if you're a DAC RVP, but you're not engaged, meaning you don't have a client in the last 60 days, or you don't have 6 personal customer finance clients active, so 6 active customer finance clients, or 1 funding every 60 days, you're not engaged. You don't get your paychecks that I'm about to show you. You must stay engaged. That's a qualification. Okay? And you do that by getting customers. You can't buy your way. We don't say, and by the way, if you want to pay X or have 50 people pay X, you're at this rank. Or if you're at this rank and you buy $500 worth of stuff a month, or $1,200 worth of stuff a month, or 3 legs of $500 worth of stuff, no, just simply keep a customer active every 60 days, or get 6 active customer finance clients. When I'm saying customer, I'm talking about a business capital client. Okay? So those are the requirements to get there. They're spelled out right there. Hopefully we covered it. But now, what do you get? Well, these arrows mean you get it through your team down to the next person at the same rank as you. So what does that mean? These are open lines. So if this is you, and you're a DAC 2, and this is me, and I'm a new agent or somewhere, it doesn't matter, and I have 3 people, and none of us are DAC 1s or anything, and in this group, this person's a DAC 1, and he's got some people, or she's got some people, and this one, you got a DAC 2, and they've got some people, okay, and then this one's a DAC 1, and they've got some people, right? These are open line bonuses. So what this is this 10% exemplifies what this is this is 10% you earn on anybody in your open DAC 1 team down through infinity. Anyone not under another DAC 1, you're going to get 10% of whatever their paycheck is. If someone in your team earns $1,000, you're making $100. Someone down here makes $1,000, you're making $100. Someone down here makes $1,000, you're making $100. You make 10% of whatever they make on their personal commissions. You make 10% if you're a DAC 1 down through your group. Okay, but let me just show you what we mean by open line. If you're a DAC 2, that means you're getting 15% down through your group, not under any other DAC 1 or 2s. So here's a DAC 2 here. Everyone in their group is under another DAC 2 already. See, because this group is under a DAC 2, you wouldn't get this 15% on them. You only get it on people not under another DAC 2. Okay? Well, here's a DAC 1. What do you earn on a DAC 1? You earn the difference between what you're positioned for and what they're positioned for. So you're positioned at 15% because you're a DAC 2. Right? You get 15% through infinity on your team, not under another DAC 1 or DAC 2. So open line. But because this is a DAC 1, they're getting the 10% on their group, right? We already showed you that. They're getting 10% on this group through infinity, down on their open line. You're getting the difference between 15 and 10. You're getting 5%. So a DAC 2 could earn 5% on a group if it's under a DAC 1. Could earn 0 through infinity on a group if it's under a DAC 2, right? But it could earn 15% like this group. There's no DAC 1 or DAC 2. And down here, there's 4 reps. They all get a client, and they all make $1,000 this month, or this week. He made 1,000, she made 1,000, he made 1,000, she made 1,000. That's $4,000 in income that team earned. You get 15% of it because it's not under another DAC 1 or DAC 2. It's open line. See, there's no one in there. So you get 15% of that person's 1,150. So you give me 150, 150, 150, 150. See how that works? So open line means not under another person at the same level as you. All right? And you get the difference. If you're a DAC 4, so if you got promoted to DAC 4, would you start getting paid on this group now? Yeah, because they're a DAC 2 only. So you're getting 30% minus 15%. You're making 15% on this group. So anyone new comes in this group and gets whatever they earn. You can have 100 agents in that team. And if 20 of them go get a client, whatever those 20 personal commissions total out to be on their funding, you're getting 15% of it because you're at DAC 4. So you're making 30% minus the 15 they're qualified at. So you're getting 15%. In this group, you'd be making 30% through infinity because there's no DAC 1, DAC 2, or DAC 4. Make sense? So as you go along, you can see what happens is, and if you didn't get that, go back and watch it again, and you'll see the open lines. You get it on any groups not under another person at the same rank as you. So these numbers grow up. So if you're a DAC 4, okay, and everyone in your group's under a DAC 2, let's say. Every other group's got a DAC 2 in it somewhere. Every other group. But everyone else in this whole team is in your DAC 4 open line, means there's no other DAC 4s between you and them. You're automatically making 15%. Do you see that? Of all of these people's pay. Of all other personal commissions. Now, do you remember what we talked about in the last video? What they earn is based on whether they're amped up or not. So I'm just going to give an example. Somewhere way down here, you're a DAC 4 and everyone's under DAC 2s. But you're the only DAC 4 in this group, which is not uncommon at all. It's all over in DAC, this is the case. And somewhere down here, someone gets a $10,000 client. Okay? And they're not amped up. What do they make? $300, right? You know that because they make 3%, right? So you would make, you're a DAC 4, so you get 30%, but they're all under DAC 2s. There's DAC 2s over every one of these people. So they're keeping the 15%. These people are all making 15% of that. Are they happy? Yeah. Is she happy? Yeah. Is the client happy? Yeah. Everyone's happy. They're all making a percentage of that $300. And you, because you're the first DAC 4 up the line, so what the computer does, it looks up who's the first DAC 4 up the line. They're going to get 15%. So 15% on this, you made 30 plus $45. You made $45 on that client this week. By the way, these are paid weekly. Every Friday we pay the personal enroller bonuses and the override matches. So you make $45, right? But what if this person was amped up? If they were amped up, which we want everyone to be amped up, get and stay amped up. If they were amped up, instead of making $300, what would they made on that $10,000? $10,000 times 6%, they would have made $600, right? Your 15% then, your DAC 4 minus the DAC 2s that are here, your 15% would be on $600 instead. So now you made $90 instead of $45. Why? Because they're amped up. Same pay plan, but they're amped up. When they're amped, you make double. You see how we want everyone to get and stay amped. We want to pay out the double. We want everyone earning the double. Get amped, stay amped. Get amped, stay amped. Everyone in your team, teach it. Not just your personal enrolled. We showed you already. You make a lot more on them. On the last video, we talked about that. But even in your team, when someone's amped up because they earn double then, your percentage is based on their personal commission earnings. Either that 3 or that 6%. You want to make more? Have the culture of all these people staying amped up. So you can see these numbers get really, really, really exciting Okay? And I'm not going to go through a bunch of scenarios right now, but you understand, hopefully you understand the idea of you could be a DAC RVP eventually. This is long term. You're a DAC RVP, and you might have a leg over here that's under DAC RDs. Everyone's under a DAC RD. And you may have a leg over here. This person never did anything, but this person here is a DAC AD. And that group's growing. Everything's under a DAC AD. And you got a group over here. That person didn't do anything, nor did they. But they've got this person's here, a DAC RD. And this one's a DAC AD. Okay? And this one's a DAC RVP we're going to show. Okay? These are the scenarios that you could have one day. Now let's look what happens. Watch how big this can get. You own a company in a company, basically. So you're a DAC RVP, and everyone in this group, all these agents, let's say there's 300 agents down here, all of them are under a DAC RD. There's a DAC RD in this group right here, right? So that DAC RD is getting 40%. Somewhere, there's some DAC 4s in the group getting some, DAC 8, but there's 40% being captured somewhere in this team by all these DAC RDs and below, right? But you're a DAC RVP. So what do? You get 50% minus the 40, so you're making 10% on all the personal commissions earned in this group. Do you want all these people amped up so they're making double? Yeah, because you make 10% of double. Do you want them getting clients? Yeah. Are you asking them to spend money? No. Are you asking them to buy business cards that don't work? No. Are you asking them to do things that don't work? No. Are you asking them to go to trainings that don't work? No. Are you asking them to do anything that doesn't work? No, because you get 10% of their income, not their excitement. You don't get 10% of their purchases. You don't get 10% of their monthly this or that. You get 10% of their performance, their personal income. So your job is to help them be amped up, make double income, and have a lot of people making good money because you make 10% on a DAC RD's group. And I'm not even going to mention a little secret called the second level override. I'm going to get to that in a minute. DAC RVP. This is all under a DAC AD. So this group here is all under a DAC AD, which is 35%. Right? You're a DAC RVP, so you're getting 50 minus 35. On this group, you're making 15% on every client in that group of their personal commissions. 15% of all their personal commissions, minimum you make. Okay? On this group, there's no, this guy, she just doesn't, or he just doesn't know they're even active. But this is a DAC RD. So what does a DAC RD get? 40%. So they're earning that on their team. You get the difference between where they're at 40 and where you're at 50. So you're getting 10% on this person's group through infinity, just like you were here. But this one's only a DAC AD. So in this person's group, you get, they're getting 35% because they're a DAC AD. You're getting 50 minus 35. You get the difference because you're an RVP. You get 15 points on this group through infinity. So on this group, you're making 10% of all their personal commissions. On this group, you're making 15% on all their personal commissions. On this group, you're making 10% on all their personal commissions. On this group, you're making 15% on all their personal commissions. Do you see this? Is this crazy? Now, here's a scenario. You got a DAC RVP. Well, they're doing $2 million in monthly funding. They did a lot of volume. You've already earned a lot of money on this group, haven't you? There's a lot of commissions you've earned, but now they're a DAC RVP. So you see what happens here. Because they're a DAC RVP, they're now getting the 50% on their group. Right? And so you're getting 50, they're getting 50, you're cut out, right? You wouldn't get any overrides, first level overrides, because they are the first level now, right? So it's not an open line, right? So you don't get paid on it, right? Well, that's accurate, except we have something called second level overrides that start. These aren't written on the board, but there's a second level override that's paid out starting at DAC 4. So what does that mean? Oh, boy. Well, let's just say this. On this second level here, since you're the first DAC 4 up the line, you're getting 5% on his group. If you're the first DAC AD up, you're getting 10%. If you're the first DAC RD, you're getting 15%. In worst case, you're getting 2.5% on his group because you're an RVP and they're an RVP. So you get a 20% override potentially on your personally enrolled. So you get a culmination of these as well based on what's in that group. Are there any DAC 4s? well, then there's a first DAC 4 and there's a second DAC 4. You don't get any DAC 4 override. But you're definitely getting a DAC RVP override of 2.5% on all the incomes, even on an RVP's team. So you don't get cut out. So I'm going to give you another example of that real quick. I know this can be confusing. By the way, you don't have to understand this. All you have to understand is get amped, stay amped. Recruit people who get amped and stay amped. That's it. That's all you got to remember, because then you're in double on double. And I'm only talking about your overrides through depth. Do you know you even get this on your personal customers? What? Yeah. So here's you. I'm going to go through your personal customers, and I'm going to go through the second level. Here's you. You go get a client. You're amped up. So what do you make? 6%, right? You get a client. Let's say it's a $20,000 client. 20,000 times 6% is what? $1,200. Pretty good, right? But are you in your group? Yeah. Let's say you're a DAC 4. You're part of your group. So you get, for this bonus anyway. So are you the first DAC 1 up the line? Yeah. So do you get 10% match on your income? Yep. Are you the first DAC 2? So really you get 15. Are you the first DAC 4? If you're the DAC 4 level, you're going to get a 30% match on even your own income. So this is why we say you can get 6 and all the way up to 9%. If you're a DAC RVP, you can get 50% of your 6% added to your check. So this just means you made $1,200 personal commission, plus you have a DAC 4 leadership override of 30% of your open line. You're in your open line because you are yourself. There's no one between you and you that can cut you out of this. So you're a DAC 4, then you're getting a 30% match on your own income. So you make 30% of this as well. So you make $1,200 plus you're going to make $360 more for a total of $1,560 you earn on this client instead of only $1,200. You made $1,560 because you're amped up. What if you weren't amped? If you weren't amped, you'd have 20,000 times 3% is only $600, and then you'd make 30% of 600, which is 180. So you'd make 780 instead of 1,560. So you'd make half. It's actually pretty ridiculous, don't you say? Because you're making your 30% on the personal commission, which was doubled because you're amped up, or not doubled because you weren't amped up. So your 30% becomes less. So get amped, stay amped. And as you climb the rank, you're making a lot more than 6% because you're getting 6 plus whatever percentage you're at times that. So let's say you're a DAC RD. If you're a DAC RD and you get a personal client and you're amped, you get 6% plus 40% of whatever you earned added to it. So let's go through that real quick. $20,000 client. Just want to make sure you get this. This is big. And you're a DAC RD. So 20, and you're amped up, times 6% equals 1,200. That doesn't change. It's always 1,200, 6%. But you're a DAC RD, which means you get 40% on your open line. There's no one between you and you. So 40%, who could cut you out, right? So 40% of 1,200 is what? 480 more. So you earn $1,680 on that $20,000 client. You know that's over 8%? That's pretty darn cool what you earn. But this is your personal commission. This is your override match. Now, that's what I want to show you in your personal customers. Now let's look at your personal level. Your personal level, here's you, and you introduce me. I'm in the business. Let's say I'm not new, so there's no fast starts to look at. Fast starts are on the other video. But I want to show you how you make your personal enroller bonus plus overrides on your personally enrolled reps. So you introduce me. You're going to make 25%. Remember we showed in the last video, 25%, as long as you're engaged, so you're qualified, you're going to make 25% of my income no matter what. That's the minimum, right? It's the minimum. If you're amped, you make 50%, right, of my income. But you make 25 or 50 of my personal income because I'm a personally enrolled agent. This is your personally enrolled match. 25 or 50%, right? Yeah. Now, so I go out and I get a $20,000 client. I'm not amped, so I make 3%. I make $600. Am I happy? Yeah, I'm jacked. I would have rather made 6, but I'm happy with 3. They're happiest. I'm happy. You're going to make 25% personal enroller of that 600 or 50 if you're amped. But you also, if you're a DAC 4, you also get 10, 15, 30%. Because there's no one between you and this person to cut you out, except them. But let's just say they're a DAC 0 right now. They've never got a client. That's why they're only making 3%. So they make 600. You're getting 30%. First of all, you make 25% of that 600. So that's your personal enroller bonus. 25 times 600 is 150. That's your personal enroller match. But now you also have 30% because they're on your personal level, and they're a DAC 0 right now, so they don't get any of this, this, or this. So you get 30% of the 150, or I'm sorry, of the 600, because you get 30% of their personal income. So you make another 180 DAC 4 override. So you made $330 while they're making 600 because you made 25% plus 30%, which is really 55%. Now, what if you were amped? If you're amped, you make 50% of this. 50% of this 600 is 300 to you. Plus, you're a DAC 4, which makes 30% more of that 600, which is 180. You made 480. You make 480 while they're making 600. How many people on your personal level do you want to help make 600 bucks or 1,000? What about 6,000 a year? And you make 4,800 a year. So our goal is to be amped, help your team be amped, and then climb the ladder. Because if you are here as a DAC 4 and I'm here as a DAC 4, then personally enrolled, you get the personal enroller bonus of 25 or 50, but I'm already a DAC 4, so I'm getting the 35 on my own customer. So you wouldn't get the 35 anymore, but you get that 5% that we pay the second DAC 4 up the line. That's what that means. The first money goes to the first DAC 4 up the line. This one goes to the second DAC 4 up the line. So this client here, they get all the DAC 4 income on their team, but the second DAC 4 income, that 5%, would go to you. So when you're a DAC 4 and have a DAC 4, you're still making 5% of all their team. That's this. Now, I don't expect you to get this unless you love math. I love math. I don't expect you to understand this. You don't need to understand all this. What I want you to get out of this is the following. If you are amped, you make double personal commissions, so be amped. You also make double personal enroller bonuses, as we talked about. So do that. You also make double fast starts. So everything doubles if you're amped. That's number one. And what you earn it on is other people's personal commission. They earn double if they're amped. So whatever you're earning is based on what they earned, their personal commission. So you want to help them earn the biggest personal commission they can, either 3% or 6%. Those are the only two things they can make, 3 or 6, 3 or 6. It's one of those you're going to help them make. If they're making 6, you're getting paid your percentage on a bigger number, right? So just get that, number one. Number two, as you climb the company ladder, you're positioned to get infinity overrides on your open line. So if you're staying ahead of your team, if you're DAC RD and everyone else's your team is this level or below, then no matter what, you're making the difference, 5% minimum of all the incomes earned on your DAC AD's team. You're making 5% minimum of all their personal commissions combined, right? And if you can go to DAC ND and everyone in your team is a DAC AD or below, then you're making the 10%, the difference between this and this. So you want to stay ahead of your team. You don't want your team to be a DAC 4 before you, because then you're a DAC 2 and someone on your team's a DAC 4. I mean, you want them to be, but you get cut out of your overrides because you only get this on people not under another DAC 2. So you'll always get personal enroller bonuses. That's why we say enroll a good, personal, strong team. But if you also want to get paid through depth, take the role of climbing this company ladder as fast as you can so you can position yourself for overrides. Don't forget, there's structure requirements to get there. Don't forget you get a 30-day grace on those two, a 60 or 90-day grace on those. And none of these bonuses get paid if you're not activated, which means you've gotten what? 1 client in the last 60 days, or 6 customer finance clients who are active, or it's your first 60 days in business. Those are the only 3 ways to be activated. So if you got a client that got amped up, would you also be activated? Yes. So you can't be amped up and not be activated. So that's why we say focus on being amped up. Hopefully this video helps. For the next video we're going to go into is the residual income pay plan chart, which is all paid through our partner Longevity, the DAC residuals. And just know this, every funded client produces BV and QV that goes into the Longevity pay plan to help you qualify in their residual plan. And also so that you can earn on those clients down in your team. In case you're cut out of something here, you can still earn on every funding through the Longevity DAC residual plan. It'll be talked about on video 3. God bless you and thank you for watching. Let's rock and roll. Get amped up, stay amped up, climb the ladder, and help your team do the same. Let's help everyone make a bunch of big personal commissions by serving a lot of clients. Bank Breezy, baby. DAC, baby. Coming to a town near you. You going to take it there or someone else? Hopefully you. God bless you. Thanks for watching.